He'll be at the Thursday show. I gotta go for the Thursday show. I would love to meet Quality. I would love to meet Quality. Y'all pull up on me, bro. What we talking about, huh? Holy. That would be crazy. That would be so crazy if I meet him. That would be so wild. Holy crap. What more do I need to say? You know what? Let's just go dive into this. What did DDG do to Halle? What the hell did DDG do to Halle? Because I seen some things on the internet I'm not a fan of. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. What did that damn boy do to her? Oh man, here we go. Let's dive into this. Let's go. Yo. Right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Another video by Fantastic Hip Hop. It's been a minute, but I'm here. Don't y'all worry. Oh, excuse me. This video is titled How Stupid Streamers Are Ruining Hip Hop. I like the title already. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. So let's go ahead and just dive into this video. Let's get started. Let's see what we got going on. What's good? Talk.
Now, before we get into packing out one of the most annoying and insufferable people out there today, be sure to leave a like before we even start this to let me know that you don't like Adinross and are just as tired of him as I am. And now, with that said, when it comes to Adinross, right now with the streaming world's least favorite chair sniffer and generational grifter, Aiden really went so far that all of hip-hop is stepping in and collectively doing the work to make sure that this vulture can never speak this loud on the genre again. And now with this, there is no longer anywhere to hide for Adinross, because with the entire world of
That was for Adinross?
hip-hop staring him down, when you really start...
Why is Adinross even talking about Doechii? You have no business talking about her. He's doing better, not at all, just saying the same thing over and over again. Oh boy.
Start to see what's going on and what the grift is. You will see just how terrible this guy is for hip-hop and how he has been a part of a targeted effort to try and sabotage and ruin the name.
I just realized Drake is wearing a stocking cap. Why are you wearing a stocking cap knowing that when you wear the stocking cap, it messes up the braids a little bit? No matter how well you pull off the stocking cap, bro, you have to put a do-rag on. And knowing him, he should be wearing the do-rag with the velvet on it. You should be wearing a velvet do-rag, bro. What part of the game is this? You're not supposed to have the stocking cap on when you have your braids in. You wear that when you have waves. God damn, bro.
And
to be honest, you shouldn't even be wearing the stocking cap.
Reputation of Doechii. And now, before we go any further into all of this, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're at it so everyone can see why Adinross is one of the worst things that has ever happened to rap music and why his career is about to go up when all of this is exposed. And so now, with that said, when it comes to Adinross and the controversy he is in, well, every single problem he just created and what is forever going to change his perception in all of hip-hop and not just on the side that already hated him, all comes from the moment that when asked to talk about Doechii on one of his awful streams, Aiden went viral for crashing out and sang this.
I've been streaming for like a long time now. Doechii, the umbrella clip me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit he is, bro. She deserves, bro. I'm not joking, bro. Stop listening to her music. Cardi and Abel, why would you give her a feature on a remix? You shouldn't have cleared it.
What?
She's just the worst. She's a piece of shit. She stole someone like that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible.
What?
Jake Future, what's up, my dog? Doechii, okay? She has zero talent.
And I mean, when you watch
What?
this crash out, with Aiden's specific words, what an entitled, unintelligent piece of...
Nick, boy, you beat me to it. Yo, you just described yourself. Drake and adinross get along so well because they're both self-entitled with fragile super egos. Amen. I like that comment.
She is, and with him also saying she has zero talent literally being heard everywhere. Well, first off, I think Aiden needs to look in the mirror because it really sounds like he is describing himself here when he is saying that somebody is entitled, unintelligent, and a piece of something. And while it's one thing to say that you don't like somebody as an artist or for whatever thing that they do professionally is, and really in Aiden's case, even if it was harsh, he could have said that he didn't like her music because although it just would have ended up being another trash hip-hop take that he made, I mean, we are allowed to.
Bro, I'm so. How do people fix their lips? How do people fix their lips to say that about Doechii? That's my question. I don't understand. Y'all sound weird. She's literally minding her own business, doing what she want to do, dropping music. She's a great artist, great performer. Her creativity is top tier. And the nerve of you to say all these things that are literally opposite of what is literally the truth.
Critique and criticize things, but obviously with what Aiden said, it just goes beyond all that. Because when you hear the hatred and almost disgust that's in his voice when he is talking about Doechii, and even with how bad the words we hear him used were, it sounds like he wanted to say some other stuff too, which would even be more off-putting and would have definitely caused him to be canceled forever. Altogether, with how personal and below the belt these insults go, with the names that Aiden is calling Doechii or any other person for that matter, he crosses a line and does it bad because this is not music criticism or any sort of critique of art or her as a rapper. And it's just something so beyond that, because really with what he said, you would think that Doechii would have done something horrible to him, because regular people don't talk this bad about somebody without a purpose and without actually having any sort of real.
Aiden alleges Doechii stole from someone he knows but proves no receipts or provides no receipts. I'm sick of him.
Animosity between them, and with this, of course everybody saw this clip as it went absolutely viral, because aside from the weird group of grifter-loving individuals whose favorite people are adinross, Drake, and that set of brothers that Aiden sniffed one of their chairs actually, for the rest of everybody who's definitely checked into reality, everyone saw this clip and just wrote off adinross more than they ever have, because you can just see with this so clearly, and really more than ever, that somebody has never belonged further away from having the ability to speak about hip-hop, because if you have any respect for rap music, you just wouldn't say that she has zero talent and
Jalape's live.
You would never use that tone and words that Aiden did right here. But really right now with all the outrage, while everybody is busy yelling at Aiden and trying to just push him further and further away from hip-hop culture, what a lot of people are missing is that when you think about all of this and think about the tone and demeanor that Aiden used here, if you think beyond the surface and remember who this guy really is, and specifically what I mean by that, who he literally was on the phone with the night before this happened on his stream. Well, really, just like all of these grifting streamers who are just the worst thing that we have in the content space today, no matter where you try to go, all roads lead back to one person who is the root of why they are the way they are, unfortunately, and why they have this disdain for actual hip-hop culture and artistry. And it's not just that Aiden's a clown.
It's not even that... Quickie, I agree with you, but yo, it's like... You're a streamer. Your voice has no power, specifically you. Just because you have all these different faces on your stream doesn't mean it's giving you stock or it's giving you power within the realm of at least conversating about hip-hop. You know nothing. You said hip-hop is in a weird place after Drake lost to diss. You are literally a disease. You are a disease, and it's about time we cure ourselves of this disease. Oh my God. Let's see if YouTube will let me call him what I want to call him. I'm dead.
And that's that. But it's that beyond that clown that we all see, there is somebody who is making him run the entire circus, and that is none other than Drake. And as we know, Drake and Aiden are good friends, and Drake wishes him happy birthdays publicly because he likes him so much, and Drake thinks that that's a normal and cool thing to do at this point where he's at. And of course, these two have done multiple streams together where we have seen them buddy-buddy, and they really do seem to talk pretty often because they're always appearing on one another's things. I mean, when you look at it like that, of course Aiden is not gonna like somebody who was winning so much during the time where Drake said that rap was in a weird NBA season directly to him when they were on stream for the Drizmas event. And I mean, beyond just winning, when Drake was saying that rap was weird and it was ruined from Kendrick Lamar, and really that's still what they're saying, and that's still why they're doing this. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, as Doechii is signed to none other than Top Dog Entertainment, which is of course where Kendrick and even SZA are from. From adinross,
I'm waiting for that deluxe or second album, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm waiting for right now.
Academics to XQC to all of these other clowns who love these people who grift hip-hop culture and look up to Drake like he is Tupac. The disgust they have for Doechii is a direct
Y'all look up to Drake like he's Tupac, but Kendrick is right there. But I'm saying too much. Let's keep going.
Result of that. And really, if Doechii was not signed to the label that Kendrick Lamar is from, and that is winning the entire music industry over right now with everything they are doing, and it's not stopping anytime soon, clearly. I mean, if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't see all these pages and people who conveniently have ties to Drake and who have supported him no matter what and are really gonna go down with him if that has to happen. Go after this new artist who is becoming a star and who is winning and having a bigger rise than ever with the help of the label that also helped Kendrick, SZA, and her all get to the point where they are at this very moment. And with
Ooh, Doechii and SZA on a track together would go crazy. That'll be a good combination.
Ross, this is what's so weird about this all, because really with these thoughts about Doechii, Drake and him must have had a lot of conversations behind the scenes, and Drake really must feel away and be bothered about her. Because between both the talking points that adinross is using to discredit her, which we could say have came from somebody like Academics because that's all he does, and then with the animosity that we hear in his voice, which is so personal. I mean, overall, Aiden is pushing all of the narratives that have tried to be used by Team Drake to go against Kendrick, and then of course try to trick these people who are not rap fans but Drake stans into believing that Kendrick Lamar is the worst thing ever that's happened to hip-hop and that Drake is the hero. And I mean, when it comes to this effort and campaign that has been designed by what I am gonna call Drake's Legion of Lame to try and make sure that Kendrick Lamar and his side of hip-hop does not gain any more wins and break out any more stars, this is where the entire narrative of Doechii being an industry plan came from, because first of all...
Yo, J Tom, what's good, bro? Thank you for stopping by, G. Good seeing you again, man. How you feeling? How you doing, man? Hope you good. Imagine Doechii and SZA with the boy... Ooh! Oh, Laura, you just did something. Laura, you just did some. Doechii and SZA recreating The Boy Is Mine. Girl, don't start with me. Hey, wait, yo, J-Tom made it to 500 subs? Yo, he made it, yo, J-Tom, he made it 500 subs. Yo, let's go. Let's go, yo. Yo, congratulations to J-Tom for making it. Congratulations for your 500 subby. Let's go. Sky's the limit. Let's make it happen. Let's get this boy to 1K, bro. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Salute to J-Tom, bro. Let's go. But yo, Laura, let me tell you something. The Boy Is Mine, SZA and Doechii. Girl, don't play with me. And I love that song too.
In the entire music industry, not just has there been so many actual industry plans who have come out recently, who Drake has collabed with even and hyped up himself, and who Aiden has even streamed or collabed with in some way on his own, and beyond just that, who nobody else ever said anything about because they never noticed or thought this because...
Ooh, that's a good idea, Anthony, too. We need a TDE album, kind of like a Dreamville kind of album, you know, like a super tape or something like that. Get all your artists together and just make bangers, bro. That'll be tough.
Academics TV was not yelling at them every day in their face about it. But with Doechii, if we actually want to look at her career, she had a platinum record in 2022 and was big then.
and everyone forgets about this song. What it is? What's up? Every girl really needs a... I remember that song. All the girls were playing that. I remember that wholeheartedly.
And already did a tour opening up for Doja Cat way before all of this stuff and when she was just a rising star with a few big records. And back then, before she was connected to Kendrick Lamar and this beef happened, nobody ever said a thing about her. But now, because she is signed to Top Dog Entertainment and we are in an era where anyone close to them and Kendrick will get hated on because this other side of hip-hop and people have nothing else to try and take down these artists with other than just ridiculous campaigns that are geared at the most random and obscure things they could possibly get at. I mean, with all of this, they have decided to try and label Doechii as an industry plant and ignore not just years and years of hard work, because even with her most recent hit, which Aiden says he doesn't like, that song was made 5 years ago and just happened to blow up, so she put it out now. But even if we go back to 2024, if we look at what Doechii has done to get to this point, she has just put the work in to be on the verge of superstardom, because with her debut mixtape on TDE selling 11K for...
We need more J Electronica too, by the way. I cannot say this enough. Hearing J Elec on Jesus Lord, on Donda, the kind of bars that he was spitting, we need more J Elec. Me personally, I need more J Elec in that bag. Because Jesus Lord, oh my... I don't know what it is about that song, but J Elec's verse on that track clears. Absolutely clears.
First week, and now with it being one of the top 5 highest performing albums of this year, and it being one of the most streamed albums in rap period, and it has multiple massive songs that are still on the Billboard Hot 100 after all of this time. I mean, if you just look at where Doechii was at when her record dropped on TDE and where she is at now, she has only been able to make this record get Grammy-winning and high mainstream success with hard work that was done by delivering great performances, whether it was a Tiny Desk, a music festival like Camp Flog Gnaw, or something else, or it was just actually pushing and expanding the universe of what she built more and more by releasing great music videos to complete her art like we saw with Denial Is a River. And again, now, while hip-hop has seen all of this hard work and it has led to Doechii getting cosigns from people like Tyler, the Creator, and Kendrick Lamar, who called her their favorite rappers and the hardest rapper out, and even beyond just them, legends like Lauryn Hill brought her out on stage, for these weirdos who don't like rap and just want to be these weird career-long grifters, chair sniffers, and whatever we even call Drake now, they won't acknowledge the actual work and story that has happened because they don't actually like reality.
Is he on Rock Nation? I just assumed he was on TDE. 8 solo tracks plus dual tracks, a squad track, easiest album of the year, contender. I'm not mad at that. That's something OVO can't do.
They only like making up their own narratives, and they're going to act like none of this ever happened.
I don't think OVO's ever done that before in their life.
Because then, it does not fit the narratives that they have been pushing to take this artist down simply because they don't like her because of her rise and who she stands in the way of, which is of course the guy that Aiden makes the worst duo with in none other than Drake. Now, with Aiden doubling down on his comments about Doechii in another awful clip, I mean, with him trying to call out this video of her with the umbrellas at the Met Gala and say that he is doing this because he respects 9-to-5 workers, this is what it really takes to be the grifter that Aiden is, because he is just deflecting to try and get people to think that he is right here and that he is standing with them, when in reality, while the Doechii clip with the umbrellas does not look the best, and I mean, even everybody has already made fun of that, including Doechii.
Yeah, no, he's on Rock Nation. He's on Rock Nation.
This is what it really takes to be the grifter that Aiden is, because he is just deflecting to try and get people to think that he is right here and that he is standing with them, when in reality, while the Doechii clip with the umbrellas does not look the best, and I mean, even everybody has already made fun of that, including Doechii herself. First off, the people who were helping Doechii were all from her team, and I am sure understand how to work with her, and with an event like this, judge somebody by just that would not be fair, especially when every other time we have seen Doechii, she has had the utmost professionalism and really seems like a great person. And even if this video was bad, Aiden's reaction still does not match up with what happened in the first place, and even with the grift he is trying to use to cover this all up, there is still something that is just so disturbing about these comments, which are going to be remembered by everyone who is rooting for hip-hop and Doechii, because she is more talented than not just somebody like Aiden, but most new rappers, period. And so overall, what everyone needs to see is that all of this fake outrage over Doechii has been a planted lie to try and ruin one of the most exciting new artists that we have seen in hip-hop in quite a while, and now maybe maybe for Aiden, Drake, and the rest of these guys, if they were a little smarter, maybe this plan would work. With Aiden just ruining his reputation to any remaining hip-hop heads.
The reality is that it's not even ruining his reputation. It's not even doing anything towards his reputation, because at the end of the day, he's a streamer. Aiden Ross is a streamer. He's always been a streamer. Everything he's done was about streaming, from to speak about hip-hop. You have free speech, so you're free to say whatever you want, but we don't like what he's saying about one of our greats in hip-hop. But the issue is that because everybody is confused about her catalog, about her career in music, a lot of people saying, oh, she's an industry plant, a lot of people saying she's not an industry plant. A lot of people just don't know, especially for the individuals out there that don't do the research. They don't know anything about her, so they're just going to listen to whatever they see out there blindly and agree with him. That's what's going on. That's what I'm not a fan of. That's what I don't like, and that's what needs to stop, because that mindless following that people continue to do, it's going to be very detrimental in the future for a lot of individuals. If y'all don't take your time and really pay attention to what's going on, you're going to get yourself into some serious trouble, and that's a fact. And I'm speaking towards this clown right here.
With what he just did by going so overboard and showing that he is doing all of this to try and give the world more.
The reality, J-Tom, is that he will never go away as long as he's streaming. As long as he's streaming, he's going to be here for a long time. Him, Kai, Duke, whoever, Speed, whoever.
Of this, in terms of ever having any sort of merit or respect.
And remember, Drake is going to start streamings too. So that's going to be a whole other problem in itself.
In hip-hop. Again, while those weird fans are always going to follow him, to actually be respected in this space that you keep trying to assert yourself as a voice in, that's all over. And for Aiden Ross, just please never speak again on hip-hop, because I am sure, just like the rest of your friends, you should be paying attention more to the weird things that may be going on within your circle than what other artists are trying to do to make the craft that they are in better off in the long run. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about the mess Aiden Ross has created here? What do you think about the backlash he is getting? Do you think it's deserved? And what do you think about how they have been trying to make this entire industry-wide campaign to try and ruin Doechie's image? What do you think this is going to do for both of them going forward? And how do you think Doechie should respond to this? Well, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about all of this. And now, if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. It helps me out a ton. And now, if you want to see how in this time, right before Aiden Ross just made it embarrassing that people like him can even speak on hip-hop, we just saw that lyrical rap is making a comeback with one of the best moments we have seen in quite a while. You really don't want to miss this one, so check out the suggested video.
My dog said he hogtied somebody. That's crazy. I'm fed up with him. I would love if there's someone out there that can replace his image, that can do a lot better. I will gladly accept that, but I'm not a fan of him in any kind of way. It's unfortunate that he's here in Canada. Is what it is. Not much I need to say. I don't like your comments. I'm not a fan. I feel disappointed in him, to be honest, but it is what it is. Drake's steak, he's a steak bitch now. That's hilarious. He went from pimping to being pimped. You're not wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. The audacity of a man to call a woman names is crazy to me. Don't even get me started on academics. Yo, J-Tom, don't even get me started on academics, bro. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Holy. All right, what else? What else we want to get into today? Let's see what else we can get into. I'm literally just blitzing videos right now, and it's going really good.